one of the things that promotores do, like I said before, besides doing the pláticas, which are educational sessions, one-on-one to groups, is help these people connect to services. And there are many stories in the 3 years that if it hadn't been for our work, the work that I'm doing through the Promotores program, those people would probably never know they had cancer. And I use media. I believe in media a lot, so I do occasional reports. For example, last Mother's Day, I did an interview for one of the local TV stations, and I pleaded out to the men in the family, to the sons, to the husband, to the father, to give their wife the gift of life. And I give out cards that cover expenses for a pap smear, or breast exam, or other services. And a young man called me and he said, my mother has been having problems, but I don't know exactly what problems. I know they're medical problems. So can I take her in? He came in, the mother came in to find out that she had a lump in her breast. And this is a 23-year-old son that through the program, the TV invitation that I did, was able to drive his mother here. She was embarrassed to be here. I assured her that, you know, we would treat her with respect. She hadn't had any exams in years and years. And anyway, we did the follow-up. She got her mammogram, and she had a lump that was non-cancerous. It was removed. Weeks later, the young man calls me and tries to pay me back the money from the voucher that I gave him because he had been paid. And I told him, I said, you know, it was a gift that we were offering because of a Mother's Day. That's just one story of the many stories. There are women that we find in apartment complexes that don't even know what a pap smear is, that haven't had one, or they don't even know if they've had one. You know, women that call from a radio program that they heard, or women that their friend told them about the program. So every month we run into someone that has a lump, that has precancerous cells, that they're being caught on time and they're actually getting treatment for it. Not necessarily here at Planned Parenthood, but we're referring them out where they can have the mammogram, where they can have the care. So I think that the main thing that the Promotores program is doing is bringing those women out and connecting them to services. And like my grandson says, you know, when they ask him, what does your grandma do? And his answer is always, she's saving lives. My grandma works at a place where they save lives. You know, and I don't know where he got that, or maybe my daughter told him, you know, to be simple and just get him off her back, asking, where does grandma work? What does grandma do? And he'll say it, he says, she saves lives. You know, and I don't save them myself, but in his young mind and in my mind, I think that's what the Promotores program is doing. You know, giving the gift of life to women that otherwise would never, or, you know, or come out, end up at the emergency room with advanced cervical cancer when they start having real pain.